work out here. No slacking.
Guys, the talk is over. Shawn Porter will be fighting Andre Berto. It's been confirmed in April the 22nd. There's been a lot of talk between these two for the last month, but it's finally official. The call has been made. This fight is going to go on. Now, whenever there's a build-up between two fighters, you always got to say one person's always saying one thing and the other always is saying a completely different thing. On the one hand, Shawn Porter is saying that Berto needs to be calling him up. He needs to follow the protocol of fighting. He needs to arrange to do this properly. And Berto, on the other hand, is saying that Shawn Porter's been doing all this stuff on social media and really shouting out this fight. And he doesn't deal with any of that kind of stuff. He wants to do things proper. Get your guys to call Al Heyman, get the big boss to call me, and then it will be done. And so, just looking at these two, it's just kind of like when you're at school and you have beef with someone in like a higher year than you. It's kind of like that. It's like, he said this, he said this, somebody's stirring it up, let's do this. And now it's finally happened. Shawn Porter is saying that Andre Berto says, let's take this out of the ring and let's do this with the gloves off. Berto was saying that I've never ducked a fight. I'm hungry. I'll do anything. I'll fight anybody. So it seems like there's all the perfect ingredients for a good fight here. But who really started this? To be honest, after watching the two of them talking about each other, I kind of think that Shawn Porter wanted this fight. He's called out Andre Berto and he's got into the mind of Berto. He's got him angry and got him into the right place, because that's what Shawn Porter does. He gets into your head, and in the ring he makes it awkward. He takes your weapons away from you, makes it difficult for you. So he's already started his game. He's already started this fight on Berto, and I think he's won the first part. They say that fight is like a chess match, and I think Porter has won this chess match. The start of this chess match, he's angered Berto, and now the fight has happened. He's kind of forced this fight on him. That's what I say. Yeah, he's forced this fight on Berto, and now Berto's like, yeah, I'll take it, because I never back down. I ain't never back down from a fight. He has to come like that, innit? Because he can't duck him, because he would want this fight too, and then he can't be like, rah, saying anything else. He's just got to take the fight. So I think Shawn Porter's won it here. But Andre Berto, what can we say about him? Well, he's quite experienced. He's had 34 wins and 4 losses. Yeah, 4 losses? Correct me if I'm wrong, but he's had more than a few losses. He lost to Floyd Mayweather Jr., he's lost to Ortiz, which he avenged. But talking about his style, he's quite a powerful puncher. I think he punches... If I was to compare with Furman, I'd say that maybe Furman's got slightly more power, but Berto's definitely got knockout power. And his favourite shots are that hook and that uppercut, which he uses on a regular basis. So he's going to be wanting to do that against Shawn Porter in this fight. But what I wanted to come down to is that really, I think this is a big money fight for these two. However they talk about it, because these are fighters, let's face it, whenever they say they don't deal with media, but let's face it, this is the business. The media is part of the boxing, you get me? You can't say you're not part of it. So anyway, it's all been going on, and I think Berto, this is a good money fight for him. Like, I don't think he got that much money to be paid to fight Ortiz again. Like, that looked like that was like outside. Whenever I see like an outside fight, I think, that looks like an amateur thing. I don't know if he's getting big money for that. Floyd Mayweather, yeah, I think he got money for that. And then now he's fighting Shawn Porter. So that is a big money fight. Shawn Porter knows it, and Berto knows it, that this was what we need. Shawn Porter has had a record of fighting some tough guys, but it's like in his last six wins, no, in his last 6 matches, he's lost like 2 of them. So if you were just a normal fan just looking at his record, you'd be seeing a couple red spots and you're thinking, oh, it's not that great, not that great. It just don't look good, you know. For a person that doesn't know anything about Shawn Porter, just looking at his record, they're going to think, this guy's alright, he's fought good people, but no one likes to see them red spots, basically. No one likes to see losses, especially when like in your last 6 you've lost 2. If he was to lose this one against Berto after he called him out, it's not great. Like 3 losses and 1 back-to-back, he's just lost to Furman. Like, yeah, even though years ago, it's like, doesn't look good in it. But Shawn Porter has called out Berto, and now that's just one side of it. You see, I'm real. I'm going to give you both sides of the story, even though I will say to you from now that I like Porter, I like his style. I think that he's going to win this one. But I'm real. I'm going to give you both sides of the opinion. I'm going to tell you why Berto could win. I don't like, well, you know what? I don't like fickle fans. I don't like fickle people. People that have an opinion on something, but then they try and say, oh, I have a balanced opinion and everything. And then when it's something that they don't like, when they go off on one, it's justified. No. Everybody is entitled to have their own opinion. If I say I like a fighter, I like that fighter. And if he does something that I don't like, I will say I don't like it. That doesn't mean I don't like him. It just means I didn't like what he just done. Do you know? And so I like Shawn Porter, but I think that in that last fight against Furman, he did what he needed to do. Furman supporters will say, Furman outbeated him. Even people, even when he fought Kell Brook, I think that was a very, very close fight. It could have gone either way, but I'd give it to Kell Brook because of he had the sharper and more shots that were getting seen by the judges. So not everybody likes Shawn Porter's style. He's aggressive, he's in your face, he makes you awkward, he does things which you don't like. But I think that's part of his game plan and I like it, I rate it. So he's going to be fighting Berto. Now, I will just say from now, this is a big money fight. Shawn Porter's called out Berto because he thinks, you know what, I think I could actually beat this guy, get a big payday. He's on like what? He must be getting like, he got £1 million for that last fight. He's probably getting another £1 million. He only needs to fight once a year. So obviously he's thinking, right, let me, Berto, yeah, I'll take Berto. I'll take Berto out and get a big payday again, and I can fight somebody else. This is for a WBC welterweight title. Yeah, I'll do it for a title. That's what he's thinking in his head. Berto, on the other hand, I'm not sure what he's thinking. For the Floyd Mayweather, he probably got a big money for that, and this is his second big money fight. He's in a sort of position where he kind of needs the more money. Like, didn't you see when Floyd Mayweather was like showing off on him and all of that? Like, he didn't like that. So he was like training like a maniac for that fight. He's going to be training like a maniac for this one too. But I just sort of think that now it's been confirmed that Shawn Porter, when he's actually in the ring, he don't mess about, you know what I mean? He does a job on people, he makes you awkward. He's already said he's going to take away his favourite weapons, his uppercut and his left hook. And I think, I believe that Shawn Porter will do it. If Shawn Porter was to lose this will be a big upset. But hey, it won't look good on his record. But if Berto was to win this, that would be very good for him. He will be in good steads. But it's like, in this one, I say Shawn Porter's more like the elite fighter here against Berto, who's known and still there. So this is a good fight. It's a good matchup of styles. They're both aggressive and come forward. It's like two trains colliding together. Who's going to really win? But I think Porter has been saying that he's been trying to be more smarter and he's going to take away people's weapons. And that's what he's been doing. He takes away your weapons and he does that with every single one of his opponents. So I believe that. Berto's trying to say that, yeah, he's always had fight. He's from down south. He ain't backing down from a fight. He's always had speed, power, explosiveness. So he's trying to make it more effective now. And so that's all the right things to say. But I think his main weapons is his power and his left hook and uppercuts. So if Porter was to take that away, this could be a unanimous decision towards Porter, I think, if this was to go all the way. But yeah, I'm saying that from now, Porter to win this one. But big fight, Andre Berto versus Shawn Porter, 22nd of April. This is D Valor. My first thoughts on this has been confirmed. There's been a lot of talk about it, but it's finally ready.